All right, Shalom. For the first, I want to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Arakah Kodash Bakathum. Double honor to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, and to what I come across the globe, teaching the virtue of the Spirit. I want to say Shalom. This I died now from the Great Millstone Camp of Chicago with a quick hit. All right, we're all aware of the incident that happened in Akron, Ohio. It was the murder of Jalen Walker, all right, who was gunned down by the Akron Police Department as he was fleeing. Okay, and the young man was filled with 90 shots, or they shot him 90 times, all right, as he was running away. All right, and this is not a shooting. It's not a self-defense. This is a hunting and a gunning down, the murder of a man that was fleeing away unarmed. All right. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I know that when you're in a fight and the person you're fighting is running away with his back towards you, and you take out a gun and shoot him, that's no longer self-defense. The person running away is no longer a threat. Anybody with their back turned to you is not a threat. And it tells you, like even if you watch the old westerns, man, if you shot a man in the back, you considered a coward, all right, and you were probably in a lot of incidences you were hung, all right. Now on the flip side of that, as disheartening as it was, as upset as some people are, ultimately the judgment of the Lord, all right, but also the stupidity, the simpleness of Jalen Walker. Yes, I said it, the stupidity and simpleness of Jalen Walker, man. All right? The scripture clearly tells us how to deal with authority, teaches us how to deal with rulers and powers that are over us, man. All right? And this man, Jalen Walker, he's young enough to know that, and he's been around long enough to know that the police are trigger happy. They don't care. They have the law on their side. So you don't want to be that man or that person who tests their authority, question their authority, all right, or even worse, flee from their authorities, man. All right. So in the spiritual part is I was watching Apostle Ramla video.
Also use
right here, and I'm gonna cue it. I gotta cue it up, and we're gonna watch and listen to how Apostle Ramla handled the situation with the police.
As a witness against Jake, they're also used as a witness against Jake, and when they hear this word and they don't accept it, the Lord deals with them. How you doing, officer? No, I don't want to. Okay, I can move it. It's not a problem. Okay, all right. All right, thank you, officer. Thank you. So
Now that's a prime example of how you deal with authority, man. Non-threatening and compliance, man. All right. Apostle Ramla humbled himself down to this man, to the centurion. He said he'll take care of it. He wasn't threatening. He didn't raise his tone. All right. That's how you deal with the police. That's even how you deal with your boss at work, man. All right. Because Jake want to use the excuse, about how their bosses is. Basically, the bosses at your job are doing their job by getting on your ass. And that's their job. Your job is to take it on the chin, all right, correct your mistakes, all right, and do what's required of you. All right, and the police expect the same thing from citizens, man. When they approach, all right, they're giving you why they approach, all right, and it's up to you how you deal with it, man. All right, and the scripture clearly tell you how to deal with it. I only got 2 scriptures. I'm sure more is going to pop in my head. Matthew 5:25, it says, agree with thine adversary quickly, while thou art in the way with him. Lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast to prison, man. All right? You know, you see a lot of times where they get pulled over. Instead of complying, they want to take their rights. All right? You want to act like you know something. That's unconstitutional. This and that. Hey, like Apostle Tahar said it too, man. Take the goddamn ticket and go to court. All right? $125, $500, ain't no amount of money is worth your life, man. All right? So when Esau pulled up, and I say Esau, I mean even Jake that's police officer, I call him Esau because, hey, he's working for the devil. All right, but even when you're dealing with Esau and the centurions, all right, there's a level of conduct you're supposed to have, man. Like these guys are trained to kill. All right, they're trigger happy. Hey, and definitely if you're an Israelite, hey, call it a raps, man. Okay, you comply, you humble down, you live another day, man. Sirach 9:13, it said, keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill, so that thou shalt not doubt the fear of death, and if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, thou walkest upon the battlements of the city, man. All right, you said, keep thee far from a man that hath power to kill. How many police officers have you seen get acquitted of murdering Jake, man? He has that power. So keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill. So shalt thou shalt not doubt the fear of death. All right? You stay away from him, man. They go for these drug dealing, gang making ass people too. All right, but also the police, man. We shouldn't be doing things that require the police to be called. Traffic stops, hey, that's discretionary. All right, to the police. But if you are pulled over, if you are stopped, I don't care if you got 1,000 guns and 1 million pounds of drugs in the car. Hey, don't make it worse by fleeing away, man. By being aggressive, all right? So shall thou not doubt the fear of death and take away thy life presently, man. Hey, these cops are shoot first, ask questions later, man. All right? And Jalen Walker found out the hard way, man. All right? It says, if I come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently, man. All right? Right there on the spot, man. You wake up in the morning, you go to work, see everything's okay, you're on the way home to pick up your girl, a sandwich or something. You get pulled over for a broken tail light or didn't come to a complete stop or whatever the case may be. All right? You take what the cop gives you and you move on, man. All right? You want to make sure that you're doing everything right in the eyes of the law. Now, does that guarantee that they're not going to be aggressive and escalate the situation? No. But at least you're doing your part by being, by trying to diffuse the situation, by taking a non-hostile tone, all right, a non-elevated voice to the officers, man. All right? It's very important. It's called communication skills. So make no fault lest he take away their life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city, man. Everything is a trap. When you leave your house, man, that's a battlefield. All right? So we got to prepare ourselves to deal with situations, man. And Jalen Walker found out the hard way, man. All right? So with that, I'm going to say shalom. Call all y'all, but you're not shy. Don't want to the apostle and the elders of Great Millstone. Till next time, shalom and a Bible bar.